The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Hurts throwing right away. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Hurts to throw. His throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And a nice little start as he's able to get this up to the 28.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive lineman creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Cousins now to throw on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Cook. And he stopped immediately there. It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Cousins to throw it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher than that. He was so perfect. Can he do it again later?
Yeah, all he cares about right now is making it 10 for 10, 15 for 15.
Keeping that going.
And he feels like he can get it done.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
23 yards the pickup there.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the 1st down.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Hurts, and he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Hurts. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, but there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd and goal, Hurts. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And he pulled it. Oh, my goodness. It's no good. He missed it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down. Here's Cousins. That's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Cousins.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in the background.
On 1st down, Hurts under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice...
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing is Cousins. can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
On third down, Cousins rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Osborne. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Now Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns.
The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good, and that'll make the score 14-0.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back? And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins,
78 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it.
And now it's blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he dives into the end zone and gets the 2 points. Well, I think I need an oxygen mask after those last 2 plays, CD. The long touchdown followed by the even longer return on the block PAT.
I wonder if after that long touchdown, if someone actually needed a play off and didn't take it, and maybe that was the breakdown in protection led to the block.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Avonte Maddox.
And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
throwing. Cousins. Throw left side complete. That's Osborne.
He's got room at the 30.
And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Cousins on first down. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. To throw, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you,
what
maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Following the interception, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 27. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
On second down, Cook. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They go play action. Cousins. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Here's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal for Cousins. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Joseph connects on the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And Hurts is intercepted, his third of the game. Picked off by Chandon Sullivan. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start on the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
Cousins now. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
Now Cousins. Smith catches left side. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Final play of the half, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great play there as time expires in the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Elliott now to kick this one away. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here's Cook again.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Pass complete. Now race for the marker.
And they're able to pick up the first and keep possession. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Touchdown!
KJ Osborne.
From 10 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that'll be incomplete.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on 2nd down. Elliott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Throwing is Hurts.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Ready. They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Cousins to throw it. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is...
And now here's another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game, and Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. On play action, Cousins. On the comeback route, he's got Jefferson. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Throwing is Cousins. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hockenson, 29 yards. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Sanders on first down, not finding much of anything there, as he might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third quarter action. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down throw for Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Cousins' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36. Cook up the gut. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Play action now. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10.